Everybody was in fact, it was a but they fought with extra timing. Chinaman from Chinatown. They were chopping them up, they were chopping them down. It's an ancient challenge art, and everybody knew their part. From a painting to a snip, and a kicking from the hip, everybody was gone for fighting.
He had, besides this gentleman in question, 2 sons, who in the wars of the time died with their swords in the hand, to which their father, then old and fond of issue, took such sorrow that he quit being. And his gentle lady, then big of this gentleman, our theme, died as he was born. The king, he takes the baby into his protection, calls him posthumous Leonate, breeds him, and makes him of his bedchamber, puts to him all the learning that time could make him receiver of, which he took, as we he to wear, fastest was ministered, and in the spring became a harvest. Lived in court, which rare it is to do. Most praised, most loved, a sample to the youngest. To the more mature, a glass of feed him, and to the graver, a child that guided dotards. And to his gentle mistress, for whom he is now banished. Her own Christ proclaimed how she esteems him, and his virtue by her election may be truly read what kind of man he is.
I honor him even out of your report. Now pray you tell me, is she the sole child for the king?
His only child. He had 2 sons, if this be worth your hearing, mark it. The eldest of them at 3, and the other in swaddling clothing were from their nursery stolen, and to this day no guess of knowledge which way they went.
How long ago was this?
Some 20 years.
Oh, that a king's children should be so conveyed, so slackly guarded and thus searched they could not find them.
Howsoever 'tis strange, or that the negligence may well be laughed at, yet it is true, sir.
I do well believe you.
We must forbear. Here comes the Cymbeline Queen Princess.
No, be assured you shall not find me, daughter, after the slander of most stepmothers, evil-eyed unto you. Nor my prisoner, but your jailer shall deliver you the keys that lock up your restraint. As for you, Posthumus, so soon as I can win the offended king, I'll be known your advocate. Marry, yet the fire of rage is in him, and 'twere good you leaned into his sentence, with what patience your wisdom may inform you.
Please, your highness, I will from hence today.
You know the peril. I'll fetch a turn about the garden, pitying the pangs of barred affection. Though the king hath charged you should not speak together. Oh, dissembling courtesy! How fine this tyrant can tickle where she wounds! My dearest husband, I something fear my father's wrath, that nothing always reserves my holy duty what his rage can do on thee. You must be gone, and I shall here abide the hourly shot of angry eyes, not comforted to live, but that there is jewel in the world that I may see again. My queen, my mistress, lady, weep no more, lest I give cause to be suspected of more tenderness than doth become a man.
I will remain the loyalest husband that did e'er plight troth. My residence in Rome, at one Hilarios, who to my father was a friend known to me, but by letter, thither writes my queen. And with mine eyes I'll drink the words you send, though ink be made as blood.
Be brief, I pray you, for if the king come, I shall incur I know not how much of his displeasure. Though I'll move him to walk this way. Oh, never do him wrong, but he does by my injuries to be friends. Pays dear for my offenses.
Should we be taking leave for as long a term as yet we have to live? The loathness to depart would grow. Adieu.
Nay, stay a little. Were you but riding forth to air yourselves, if parting were too petty. Look here, love, this diamond was my mother's, take it heart, but keep it till you woo another wife when Imogen is dead.
How another? You gentle gods, give me but this I have, and seal up my embracements from annexed with bonds of death. Remain thou there while sense can keep it on. And sweetest, fairest, as I my poor self did win from you, to your so great disadvantage, in our trifles I still win of you. For my sake wear this, it is a manacle of love. I'll place it on this fairest prisoner.
Oh, the gods, when shall we see again?
Alack the king!
Thou basest thing! Avoid hence from my sight! If after this command thou front the court again with thy unworthiness, thou diest! Away, thou art poison to my
The
blood.
gods protect you, and bless the good remainders of the court. I am gone.
There cannot be a pinch in death more sharp than this.
Oh, disloyal thing that shouldst repair my youth, thou heapst instead a year's age on
I
me!
beseech you, sir, harm not yourself with your vexations. I am senseless of your wrath. A touch more rare subdues all pangs, all fears.
Past grace, obedience?
Past hope and in despair. That way past grace.
Thou mightst have had the sole son of my queen.
Oh, blessed that I might not. I chose an eagle and did avoid a puttock.
Thou tookst a beggar, wouldst have made my throne a seat for baseness.
No, I rather added a luster
For the vile one!
Sir! It is your fault that I have loved Posthumus. You bred him as my playfellow, and he is a man worth any woman, overbuys me almost the sum he pays.
What? Art thou mad?
Almost, sir. Heaven restore me. Would I were a Needard's daughter and my Leonatus, my neighbor shepherd's son.
Foolish thing. They were again together. You have not done after our command. Away with her and pen her up.
Beseech your patience. Peace, dear lady daughter, peace. Sweet sovereign, leave us to ourselves and go make yourself some comfort out of your best advice.
Nay, let her languish a drop of blood a day, and being aged, die of this folly.
5. You must give way. here is your servant. How now, sir, what news?
My lordship's sons are on my master.
No harm I trust is done.
There might have been, but that my master rather played and fought and had no help of anger. They were parted by gentlemen's hands.
I'm very glad. Your son's my father's friend. He takes his part to draw upon an exile. Oh, brave sir, I would they were in Africa both together, myself fly with a needle that I might prick the goer back. Why came you from your master?
On his command, he would not suffer me to take him to the haven. And left these notes of what commands I should be subject to when it pleased you to employ me.
This has been your faithful servant. I dare lay mine honor he will remain so.
I humbly thank your highness.
Pray, walk a while. About 2 half hour hence, pray you speak with me. You shall at least go see my lord abroad, for this time leave me. Sir, I would advise you to shift the shirt. The violence of action hath made you Greek as a sacrifice.
My shirt were bloody, then to shift it. Well, have I hurt him?
No, faith, not so much as his patient.
Hurt him, his body's a passable carcass. If it be not hurt, it is a thoroughfare for steel, if it be not hurt.
His steel wasn't dead, it went toward the backside of the town.
The villain would not stand me.
No, but he fled forward still, toward your face.
Stand you, you have not enough of your own. But he added to your having, gave you some ground.
As many inches as you have oceans, puppies.
And that she should love this fellow and refuse me.
If it be she is damned.
As I told you always, her beauty and her brain go not together. She's a good sign, but I've seen small reflection of her wit.
She shines not upon fools, lest reflection should hurt her.
Come, I'll to my chamber. Would there had been some hurt done.
I wish not so, unless it had been the fall of an ass.
You go with us?
I'll attend your lordship.
Hey, come. Let's go together.
I would thou Bruce into the shores of the haven and question every sail if he should write. Did I not have it, 'twere a paper lost, as often mercy is. What was the last he spake to thee?
It was his queen.
Then waved his handkerchief?
I kissed it, madam.
Senseless linen, happier therein than I. And that was all?
No, for so long as he could make me with his eye or ear, distinguish him from others, he did keep the deck, with glove or hat or handkerchief still waving. As the fits and stirs of the mind could best express how slow he so sailed on, as with the ship.
Thou shouldst have made him as little as a crow, or lesser left after I.
Oh, madam, so I did.
I would have broke mine eye strings, cracked them, but to look upon him to the diminution of space had pointed him sharp as my needle. Nay, followed him till he had melted from the smallness of a gnat to air. Then have turned mine eye and wept. But good Cassandra, when shall we hear from him?
Be assured, madam, with his neck face.
I did not take my leave of him, but had most pretty things to say, ere I could tell him how much I would think on him at certain hours, such thoughts and such. Or I can make him so the sheaves of Italy should not betray mine interest in his honor. Or hath charged him at the 6th hour of morn, at noon, at midnight, to encounter me with orisons, for then I am in heaven for him. Or ere I could give him that parting kiss which I had set betwixt 2 charming words, comes in my father, and like a tyrannous breathing of the Lord, shakes all our buds from growing.
The queen, madam, desires your highness's company.
Those things I bid you do, get them dispatched, or will attend the queen.
Madam, I shall.
Believe it, sir. I saw him in Britain. He was then of a crescent note, expected to prove so worthy since he had been allowed the name of. But I then could have looked upon him not the help of admiration, for the catwalk of his endowments had been tabled by his side, and I to peruse him by items.
You speak of him less furnished than now he is, but that which makes him both without and within.
I have seen him in France. We had very many there who could behold the sun with as firm eyes as he.
This matter of marrying his king's daughter, where he must be weighed rather by her value than his own, words him, I doubt not, a great deal from the matter.
And then his banishment.
Aye, and the approbation of those that weep this lamentable divorce under her colors are wonderfully to extend him. But how comes it he is to sojourn with you? How creeps acquaintance?
His father and I were soldiers together, to whom I have been often bound for no less than my life. Ah, here comes the Burton. Let me entertain amongst you as soon as judgment of your knowing to a stranger of his quality. I beseech you to be better known to this gentleman to whom I commend you as a noble friend of mine. How worthy he is I will leave to appear hereafter, and not story him in his own hearing.
Sir, we have known together in Orleans. Since when I have been indebted to you for courtesies which I will be ever to pay and yet pay still.
Sir, you overrate my poor kindness. I was glad I did atone to my countrymen and you. It had been pity you should have been put together with so mortal a purpose as then each bore upon importance of so slight and trivial a nature.
By your pardon, sir, I was then a young traveler, rather shunned to go even with what I heard than in my every action to be guided by others' experiences. But upon my mended judgment, if I offend not to say it is mended, my quarrel was not altogether slight.
Faith, yes, to be put to the arbitrament of swords, and by two such that by all likelihood would have confounded one or the other or fallen both.
Can we with manners ask, what was the difference?
Oh, simply, I think, 'twas a contention in public, which may, without contradiction, suffer the report. It was much like an argument that fell out last night, where we all fell in praise of our country mistresses. Only, this gentleman at the time, vouching upon warrant of bloody affirmation his to be more fair, virtuous, wise, chaste, qualified, and less attemptable than any our rarest ladies in France.
That lady is not now living, or this gentleman's opinion by this worn out.
She holds her virtue still, and I my mind.
You cannot so far prefer her or ours of Italy.
Being so far provoked as I was in France, I would abate her nothing, though I profess myself her adorer, not her friend.
As fair and as good, a kind of hand-in-hand comparison. Had something been too fair or too good for a lady in Brittany? If she went before others I have seen, as that diamond of yours outlusters many I have beheld, I could not but say she excelled many. But I have not seen the most precious diamond that is, nor you, the lady.
I praised her as I rated her, so do I my stone.
What do you esteem it at?
More than the world enjoys.
Either your unparagoned mistress is dead, or she's outprized by a trifle.
You are mistaken. The one may be sold or given if there were wealth enough for the purchase, or merit for the gift. The other is a thing not for sale, and only the gift of the gods.
Which the gods have given you.
Which by their graces I will keep.
Oh, you may wear her, entitle yours. But do you know, strange foul light upon neighboring ponds, your ring may be stolen too. That way your brace of unprizable estimations, the one is but frail, and the other casual. A cunning thief or that way accomplished courtier would have the winning of both first and last.
Your Italy contains none so accomplished a courtier to convince the honor of my mistress. Even the holding or loss of that you term her frail. I do nothing doubt you have store of thieves, notwithstanding I fear not my ring.
Let us leave here, gentlemen.
So with all my heart. This worthy senor, I thank him, makes no stranger of me. We are familiar with her.
With 5 times as much conversation, I should get ground of your fair mistress. Make her go back even to yielding, had I admitted an opportunity to a friend. I dare thereupon pawn the moiety of my estate to your ring, which in my opinion overvalues it something. But I make my wager rather against your confidence than her reputation. And to bar your offense therein too, I durst attempt it against any lady in the world.
You are a great deal abused in too bold a persuasion, and I doubt not you'll sustain what you're worthy of by your attempt.
What's that?
A repulse. Though your attempt, as you call it, deserve more. A punishment too.
Let us leave here, gentlemen. I beseech you, let it lie. It came in too suddenly. Let it die as it was born, and I beseech you, be better acquainted.
I lay you 10,000 ducats. But commend me to the court where your lady is, with no more advantage than the opportunity of a second conference, and I shall come from thence with that honor of hers which you imagine so reserved.
I will wage against your gold. Gold to it. My ring I hold as dear as my finger. 'Tis part of it.
You are a friend, and therein the wiser. If you buy lady's flesh at $1,000,000 a dram, do not preserve it from tainting. But I see you have some fear in you, that you have religion.
This is but a custom in your tongue. You bear a graver purpose, I hope.
I am the master of my speeches and will undergo what's spoken, I swear.
Will you? I shall but lend my diamond till your return. Let there be covenant strong between us. My mistress exceeds in goodness the hugeness of your unworthy thinking. I dare you to this matter. Here's my ring.
I will have it no way.
Oh, by the gods, it is one. If I bring you no sufficient testimony that I have enjoyed the dearest bodily part of your mistress, my 10,000 ducats are yours. So is your diamond. If I bring you no sufficient testimony, if I come off and leave her in such honor as you have trusted, she, your jewel, and my gold are yours, provided I have your accommodations for my more free entertainment.
I embrace these conditions. Let us have articles betwixt us. Only thus far shall you answer. You make your voyage on her and give me directly to understand you have prevailed. I am no further your enemy. She's not worth our debate. If she remain unseduced, you not making it appear otherwise, for your foul opinion and the assault you've made to her chastity, you'll answer me with your sword.
Your hand. A covenant. We will have these things set down by lawful counsel, and straightway for Britain lest the bargain should catch cold and starve. I'll fetch my gold and have our 2 wages recorded.
Agreed.
Will this hold, think you? Signor Giacomo will not from it. Pray let us follow them.
Whilst you get the dews on the ground, gather those flowers. Make haste. Who has note of them?
I, madam.
Dispatch. Now, Master Doctor, have you brought those drugs?
Please, if your highness, here they are, madam. I beseech your grace, without offense, my conscience bids me ask, wherefore you have commanded of me these most poisonous compounds, which are the movers of the languishing death, but so slow, deadly.
I wonder, Doctor, why thou asked me such a question. Have I not been thy pupil long? Hast thou not learned of me how to make perfumes, distill, preserve, yea, so that our great king himself doth woo me off from my confections? Having thus far proceeded, unless thou think me devilish, it's not meet that I then amplify my judgment and other conclusions. I will try the forces of these thy compounds on creatures we count not worth the hanging, none human, to test the vigor of them, apply alignments to their act, and gather from them their several virtues and effects.
Your highness shall from this practice that make hard your heart. Besides, the stingless effects will be both noisome and infectious.
Oh, content thee. Oh, here comes a flattering rascal. Upon whom I first work, he is for his master an enemy to my son. How now, Pisanio? Doctor, your service for this time is ended. Take your own way.
I do suspect you, madam, but you shall do no harm.
Hark, your word.
I do not like her. She doth think she has strange lingering poisons, but I do know her spirit, and will not trust one of her mouths for the drug of such damned nature. Though she has, will stupefy and dull the sense a while, which first, perchance, shall prove on cats and dogs, then afterward a higher. But there is no danger in what show of death it makes more than the locking of the spirits at times to be more fresh, reviving. She is fooled with the most false effect, and I the truer, so to be false with her.
No further service, Doctor, until I send for thee?
I humbly take my leave.
Weep she still, sayest thou? Dost thou not think in time she will not quench and let instructions enter where folly now possesses? Do thou work. When thou shalt bring me word she loves my son, I'll tell thee on the instant. Thou art then as great as is thy master, oh, greater, for his fortunes all lie speechless, and his name is at last gasp. Return he cannot, nor continue where he is. Thou takest up thou know'st not what, but take it for thy labor. It is a thing I made which hath the king 5 times redeemed from death. I do not know what is more cordial. Nay, I prithee, take it. It is an earnest of a farther good than I mean to thee. Tell thy mistress where the case standeth. Do it, as from thyself. Think what a chance thou changest on, but think thou hast thy mistress still to boot. My son, who shall take notice of thee. I'll move the king to any shape of thy preferment, such as thou desire. And myself, I chiefly that set thee onto this desert, am bound to load thy merits richly. Call my women. Think on my words. A sly and constant knave, not to be shaped. An agent for his master, and remembrancer of her to hold the hand fast to her lord. I have given him that which, if he take, shall quite unpeople her of leisures for her sweet, and which she after, except she bend her humor, shall quite be assured to taste of too. So, well done, well done. Tell the violets, cowslips, and primroses, bear to my closet. Fare thee well, Pisanio. Think on my word.
It shall do. But when to my good lord I prove untrue, I'll choke myself. There's all I'll do for you.
A father cruel and a stepdame false, a foolish suitor to a wedded lady that hath her husband banished. Oh, that husband, my supreme crown of grief, and those repeated vexations of it. Had I been thief stolen, as my 2 brothers, happy. Who may this be? Why?
Madam, a noble gentleman from Rome comes from my lord of letters.
Change you, madam. The worthy Leonatus is in safety, and greets your highness dearly.
Thank you. You're kindly welcome.
All of her that is out of door most rich. If she be first, the mind is rare. She alone is the Arabian bird, and I have lost the wager. Boldness be my friend. Arm the audacity from head to foot, like the Parthian flying fight, rather directly fly.
He is one of the noblest notes, to his kindness is on infinitely tied. Reflect upon him accordingly as you value your trust. Leonatus. So far I read aloud, but even the very middle of my heart is warmed by the rest and takes it thankfully. You are as welcome, worthy sir, as I have words to bid you, and shall find it so in all that I can do.
Thanks, fairest lady. What? Are men mad? Hath nature given them eyes to see this vaulted arch and the rich crop of land and sea? Can we not distinguish twixt the fiery orbs above and the twin stones upon the unnumbered beach? Can we not partition make with spectacles so precious and fair and foul?
What makes your admiration?
It cannot be in the eye. For apes and monkeys, twixt 2 such sheets would chatter this way and contempt with most the other.
What's the matter?
Oh, that coy will, insatiate unsatisfied desire, that tongue, fulfilled and running, raveling first the lamb homes after for their dark.
What, dear sir, thus raps you? Are you well?
Thanks, madam. Well, beseech you, desire my man's abode where I did leave him. He's strange and peevish.
I was going, sir, to give him welcome.
Continues well, my lord. His health beseech you?
Well, madam.
Is he disposed to mirth? I hope he is.
Exceeding pleasant. He's no stranger there. So merry and so gamesome, he's called the Britain Reveller.
When he was here, he did incline to sadness, and oft-times not knowing why.
I never saw him sad. There is a Frenchman, one his companion, an eminent monsieur, that it seems, much loves a galleon girl at home. He furnishes the thick sighs from him, whilst the jolly Briton, your lord, I mean, laughs from his free lungs, cries, "Oh, can my side hold to think that man who knows by history, report, or proof what woman is, yea, which cannot choose but must be, wills his free hour languish for assured bondage?"
Will my lord say so?
Aye, with his eyes flood in laughter. It is a recreation to be by and hear him mock the Frenchman. But heaven knows, some men are much to blame.
Not he, I hope.
Oh, not he. But heaven's bounty towards him might be used more thankfully. Oh, in him 'tis much. In you, which I count is beyond all talents. But whilst I am bound to wonder, I am bound to pity too.
What do you pity, sir?
To preachers heartily.
Am I one, sir? You look on me. What wrack discerned in me deserves your pity?
Lamentable.
I pray you, sir, deliberate nor openest your answers to my demands. Why do you pity me?
That others do. I was about to say enjoy your... But as office of the gods to venture, not mine to speak on't.
You do seem to know something of me, or what concerns me. Pray you, since doubting things go ill, often hurts more than to be sure they do. For certain these either are past remedies, or timely knowing the remedy then born. Discover to me what both you spur and stop.
Had I this cheek to bathe my lips upon, for this hand, whose every touch would force the feeler's soul to the oath of loyalty. This object, which takes prisoner the wild motion of mine eye, fixing it only here. Should I, damned then, slam with lips as common as the stairs that mount the Capitol, joy brights with hands made hard with hourly falsehood as with labor, and that by keeping an eye, base and illustrious as a smoke united speck with a stinking tallow, it were fit that all plagues of hell should at one time encounter such revolt.
My lord, I fear, has forgot Britain.
And himself. Not I incline to this intelligence, not the vagary of this change. It is your graces, from my mutest conscience to my tongue charms to report out.
Let me hear no more.
Fairest lady, your cause doth strike my soul, the pity doth make me sick. Fairest lady, and fastened to an embryo make the greatest king double. Be revenged. For she that bore you is no queen, and you recoil from your great stock.
Revenged? How should I be revenged? If this be true, as I have such a heart that both mine ears must not in haste abuse. If it be true, how should I be revenged?
Should he make me live like that as priest? Betwixt cold sheets, while his vaulting variable rants, in your despite, upon your purse, revenge it. I dedicate myself to your sweet pleasure. Lord, no, continue back to your affection still closer, sure.
What of Pisanio?
Let me, sir, as tender on your lips.
Away! I do condemn mine ears that have so long attended thee. If thou wert honorable, thou wouldst have told this tale for virtue, not for such an end thou seekst as base as strange. Thou wrongst a gentleman who is far from thy report as thou from honor, and solicits here a lady that disdains thee and the devil alike. What of Pisanio? The king, my father, shall be made acquainted with thy assault. If he shall think it fit a saucy stranger in his court to mart us in a Romish stew, to expound his beastly mind to us, he hath the court he little cares for, and a daughter who he not respects at all. What of Pisanio?
Oh, happy Leonatus, I might say. Credit thy lady hath of thee deserves thy trust. Thy perfect goodness is for assured credit. Blessed live you long. A lady to the worthiest sir ever country called his, and you his mistress only for the most worthiest fit. Give me your pardon. I spoke this to know if your affiance were deeply rooted, and shall make your lord that which he is new o'er. He is one of the truest mannered, such a holy which he enchants societies into him. Half all men's hearts are his.
We make amends.
He sits amongst men like a descended god. He hath an honor sets him off, more than a mortal seeming. Be not angry, mighty princess. The love I bear him made me defend you thus. But the gods made you, unlike all others, shapeless. Pray your pardon.
All well, sir. Take my power in the court for yours.
My humble thanks. I had almost forgot, but to entreat your grace in a small request, but a moment too, for it concerns your lord. Myself and other noble friends are partners in the business.
Pray, what is it?
Some dozen Romans of us, and your lord, the best feather of our wing, have mingled sums to buy a present for the emperor, which I, the fact, for the rest have done in France. It is a plate of rare device, and jewels of rich and exquisite form. Their values great, and I am something curious, being strange to have them in safe stowage. Would it please you to take them in protection?
Willingly, and upon mine honor for their safety, which my lord hath been to them. I will keep them in my bedchamber.
They are in a trunk guarded by my men. I will make bold to send them to you, only for this night I must abroad tomorrow.
Oh, no, no.
Ah, yes, I beseech, or I shall shorten my word by lengthening my return. From Gallia, I crossed the sea on purpose and on promise to see your grace.
I thank you for your pains, but not away tomorrow.
I beseech you, therefore, if you like, greet your lord with writing, do it tonight. I have outstood my time, which is material to the tender of our present.
I will write. Send your trunk to me, it shall be kept, and truly yield you his very welcome.
Not that your lordship should undertake every companion that you give offense to.
No, I know that! But it is fit that I should commit offense to my inferiors.
Aye, it's fit for your lordship only.
Why, so I say?
Did you have a stranger that comes first, right?
A stranger, and I know not aught.
He's a strange one himself, and no one not.
Brilliant comments, just thought one of Leonatus.
Leonatus! A banished rascal, and he's another whatsoever he be. Who told you of this stranger?
One of your lordship's pages.
Is it fit that I should look upon him? Is there no derogation in it?
You cannot derogate, my lord.
Not easily, I think. Come, I'll go see this Italian. When I lost at bowls today, I'll win tonight of him. Come, go!
I'll attend your lordship. Such a crafty devil as his mother should yield the world this ass. Bears all down with her brain, and this her son cannot take 2 from 20 for his heart to leave 18. Alas, poor princess, thou divine image, and what thou endurest. Betwixt a father thy step-dame governed, a mother hourly coining plots, a wooer more hateful than is the foul expulsion of thy dear one, a horrid act of the divorce he'll make. The heavens hold firm the walls of thy dear honor. Keep unshake thy temple, thy fair mind, that thou mayst stand to enjoy thy banished lord and this great land.
Who's there? My woman Helen?
Please, madam.
What hour is it?
Almost midnight, madam.
I've read 3 hours then, mine eyes are weak. Pull down the leaf where I have left. To bed. Take not away the taper, leave it burning. And if thou canst awake by 4 of the clock, I prithee call me. Sleep hath seized me wholly. To your protection I commend me, gods, from fairies and the tempters of the night. Guard me, beseech ye.
sing. Man's old labored sin prepares itself by rest. Oh, Cytherea, how bravely thou becomest thy bed. Fresh lily, and whiter than the sheets, that I might touch. But kiss, one kiss. Oh, rubies and paragon, how dearly they do it. The breathing of things of shame with us. But my design, to note the chamber, will write all down. Such and such pictures, there the window, such the adornment of her bed, the figures and airs such and such, and the contents of the story. With some natural notes about her body. Above 10,000 mina movables would testify to enrich mine inventory. Sleep, valley of death, lie dull upon her, be a senses of mine that's thus in the chapel lying. Come off, as swiftly as the Gordian knot was hard. It is mine, and will witness outwardly, as strongly as the conscience does within to the maddening of her lord. On her left breast lies a mole, six-spotted, like the crimson drops in the bottom of a cowslip. Here's about as stronger any law could make. This secret will force him to think I picked the lock and taken the treasure of her honor. No more. Oh, to what end? Why should I write this down? It's riveted, screwed to my memory. To the trunk again, and shut the spring. Swift, swift, you dragons of the night, the dawning may bear the raven's eye. I lodge in fear, though this a heavenly angel, hell is here.
Your lordship is the most patient man in law, the most coldest that ever turned up ace.
It would make any man cold to lose.
But not every man's patient after the noble temper of your lordship. You are most hot and furious when you win.
Winning will put any man into courage. If I could have this foolish Imogen, I should have gold enough. It's almost morning, is it not?
Stay, my lord.
I would this music would come. I've been advised to give her music of mornings. They say it will penetrate. Well, come on, tune. If you can penetrate her with your fingering, so. We'll try with tongue, too. If none will do, let her remain o'er, but I'll never give o'er. First, a very good, excellent conceited thing. After rich, wonderful air, with admirable rich words to it. And then let her consider.
The lark of heaven
your music the better. If it do not, it is a vice in your ears, which horsehairs or calves' guts, or the voice of unpaid eunuch to boot can never amend.
Here comes the king.
I was glad I was up so late, but as the reason I was up so early, you cannot choose but take the service I have done fatherly. Good morrow to your king and my dearest mother.
Tend you hear the door of our stern daughter? Will she not forth?
I assailed her with music, but she vouchsafes no notice.
The exile of our minion is too new. She hath not yet forgotten. Some more time must wear the print of his remembrance on it, and then she's yours.
You're most bound to the king, who lets go by no advantages that may prefer you to his daughter.
So like you, sir, ambassadors from Rome, the one is Caius Lucius.
A worthy fellow. Albeit he comes on angry purpose now, but that's no fault of his. We must receive him according to the honor of his sender, and towards himself, his goodness forspent on us, we must extend our notice. Son, our dear son, When you have given good mornings to your mistress, attend the Queen and us. We will have need to employ you towards this Roman. Come, our Queen.
If she be up, I'll speak with her. If not, let her lie still and dream. By your leave, ho!
Who's that?
A gentleman.
No more?
Yes, a gentlewoman's son.
What's your lordship's pleasure?
Your lady's person, is she ready?
Aye, to keep to her bedchamber.
There is gold for you, some of your report.
How, my good name, or report of you, what I shall think is good? The princess.
Good morrow, my fairest sister. Your sweet hand?
The thanks I give is telling that I'm poor of thanks and scarce can spare them.
Still, I swear I love you.
If you swear still, your recompense is well that I regard it not.
Well, this is no answer.
Though you shall not say I yield, being silent, I would not speak. I pray you spare me. Faith I shall unfold equal discourtesy to your best kindness. One of your great knowing should learn, being taught forbearance.
Well, to leave you in your madness twere sin, I will not.
Fools are not mad
Do you call me
fool? I
fool?
am mad, I do. You be patient, I'll no more be mad. That cures us both. I am much sorry, sir. You put me to forget a lady's manners by being so verbal. And learn now, for all, that I, which know my heart, do here pronounce by the very truth of it. I care not for you. And if so near the lack of charity to accuse myself, I hate you, which I'd rather you felt than make it my boast.
Will you sin against obedience which you owe your father? And for that contract that you pretend with that base wretch, one bread of alms and fostered with cold dishes, which scraps o' the courts, it is no contract, none. And though it be allowed in meaner parties, yet who than he more mean, to knit their souls, in which there is no more dependency, but brats and beggary and self-figured not. Yet you are curbed from that enlargement by the consequence of the crown. It must not foil the precious note of it with a base slave, a hilding for a livery, a squire's cloth, a pantler, nor so eminent.
Profane fellow! Wert thou the son of Jupiter, and no more, but what thou art besides, thou wert too base to be his groom.
No, I'm not.
I never can meet Norman's friends, and come to you but names of thee. His meanest garment that ever hath but clipped his body is dearer in my respect than all the hairs above thee were the Almighty son of man. Come now, Bassanio.
His garments, now the devil.
Dorothy, my woman, hide thee presently.
His garments?
I am spirited of frightened and angered words. Go bid my woman search for a jewel that too casually hath left mine on. It was thy master's. Shrew me if I would lose it for a revenue of any kings in Europe. I do think I saw it this morning. Confident I am. Last night 'twas on mine arm, I kissed it. I hope it not be gone to tell my lord that I kiss aught but he.
'Twill not be lost.
I hope so. Go and search.
You abused me. His meanest garment?
I said so, sir. If you will make it in action, call witness to it.
I will inform your father.
Your mother, too. She's my good lady and will conceive, I hope, but the worst of me. So I leave you to the worst of discontent.
Won't be revenged. His meanest garment. Well.
Fear not, sir. I would I were so sure to win the king as I make bold for honor over name terms. Still means to make not any say by the change of time. Wait in this present winter state, and wish that warmer days would come. In these feared hopes I barely gratify your love. They failing, I must die much your debtor. Your very goodness and your company, I'll repay all I know. By this your king has heard of her defense. His highest wishes for this commission fairly, and I think he'll grant the tribute to send privileges or Romans who will never stand pressure to agree. Oh, I do believe, status, though I am none nor like to be, that this will prove a war. And you shall sooner hear the legion now in Gallia landed and are not fearing Britain than have tiding of any petty tribute paid. Our countrymen are men now more ordered than when Julius Caesar smiled at their lack of skill, but found the courage where they is frowning at. That courage, now mingled with their discipline, makes known to their approvers that they are such people that men upon the world. Ah, see, the swiftest hearts have posted you by land, and winds of all the corners kissed your sails to make your vessel nimble. Welcome, sir. I hope the briefness of your answer made the speediness of your return.
Your lady is one of the fairest I've looked upon.
And therewith all the best.
Here are letters for you.
The tenor good, I trust.
It is very like.
Was Caius Lucius in the Bridgeport when you were there?
He was expected, but not yet approached.
All's well yet. Sparkles this stone as it was wont, or has grown too dull for your good wearing?
If I have lost it, I should have lost the worth of it in gold. I would journey twice so far to enjoy a second night of such sweet shortness that was mine in Britain, for the ring is won.
The stone's too hard to come by.
Not a whit, your lady being so easy.
Make not, sir, your loss to sport. I hope you know we must not continue friends.
Oh, good sir, we must, if you keep covenant. Had I not brought the knowledge of your mistress home, I grant we were to question farther. But I now pronounce myself the winner of her honor, of her or you, having proceeded but by both your wills.
If you can make apparent you've tasted her in bed, my hand and ring is yours. If not, the foul assault you've made to her chastity. Gains or loses, my sword or yours are masterless leaves both to who shall find them.
Sir, my circumstances, being as near the truth as I will make them, must first induce you to believe, whose strength I will confirm with oath, which I doubt not you will grant me leave to spare, when you shall find you need it not.
Proceed.
First, her bedchamber, where I confess I slept not. The profess had that was well worth watching. It is hanged with tapestry of silk and silver. The story, proud Cleopatra when she met her Roman, and the Cydnus swelled above the bank, so for the press of boat or pride. A piece of work so bravely done, it did strive in workmanship and value. Which I wondered, it could be so rarely and exactly wrought, since the true life
This is true, and this you might have heard of here by me, or by some other.
More particulars must justify my knowledge.
Indeed they must, or do your honor injury.
The chimney is south of the chamber. The chimney piece, chaste Diane, bathing. Never saw a figure so likely to report themselves.
This you might likewise by relation read, being as it is much spoke of.
The roof of the chamber with golden cherubs is fretted. Her antlers, I forgot them, with two wicked cupids of silver, each on one foot standing, nicely depending on their brand.
This is her honor. Let it be granted you've seen all this, and praise be given to your remembrance. The description of what is in her chamber, nothing saves the wager of life.
If you be pale, I beg leave to air this jewel. See, it is up again, and must be married to that your diamond. I'll keep them.
Once more let me behold it. Is it that which I gave to her?
Sir, I thank her, that. She stripped it from her arm. I see her yet. Her pretty action did outsell her gift. It enriched it, too. She gave it me and said she prized it. Once.
Maybe she plucked it off to send it me.
She writes so to you, doth she?
Oh. No. No, no. Here, take this too. 'Tis a basilisk unto mine eye, kills me to look on it. Let there be no honor where there is beauty, truth where semblance, love where there's another man. The vows of women of no more bondage be to where they are made than they are to their virtues, which is nothing.
False! Have patience, sir, and take back your ring. 'Tis not yet won. It is possible that you lost it, or that one of her women, being corrupted, has stolen it.
Oh, very true. And so I hope he came by it. Back my ring, and render me some corporal sign about more evidence than this. For this was stolen.
Oh, God! Ah! By Jupiter, I had it from her arm.
Hercules swears, by Jupiter he swears, nay! 'Tis true. Keep the ring, 'tis true. I'm sure she would not have lost it. Her attendants are all sworn and honorable. They induced to steal it by a stranger. No, he hath enjoyed her. The cognizance of her incontinency is this. She hath bought the name of whore. Thus dearly take thy hire, and all the fiends of hell divide themselves between you.
Patience, sir! Is not yet strong enough to be believed at once in the
Never
first
talk on it. She hath been colded by
If you see, for further satisfying, under her breast lies a mole, a sink spotted, right proud of the most delicate lodging. By my life, I kissed it, and it gave me present hunger to feed again, though full. You do remember this stain upon her.
Aye, and it doth confirm another stain as big as hell could hold, whether no more but it.
Will you hear more?
Spare your arithmetic. Never count the times worse than a
More!
No more swearing. If you do swear you have not done it, you lie, and I'll kill thee if thou dost deny thou'st made me cuckold.
I'll deny nothing.
Go! Then I had her here to tear her limb meal. I'll go there and do it. In the court, before her father, I'll do something!
What besides the government of patience?
You have won. Let us follow him and pervert the present wrath he has against us.
With all my heart.
Is there no way for men to be, but women must be half workers? Oh, my father was, I know not where, when I was coiner. Coiner with his tools made me a counterfeit. My mother seemed the Diana of her time. So does my wife the nonpareil of this. Vengeance! Vengeance! Me of my lawful pleasure she oft restrained, and prayed me off forbearance. Did it with a pudency so rosy, the sweet bloom of my well-of-woned old Saturn, that I thought her as chaste as unsunned snow. Devils! This yellow Giacomo! And an hour's not, or less, at first. Perchance he spoke not, but like a full acorn bore, a German one cried, oh, and mounted! Found no opposition, but when he looked fortune opposed and ceased from encounter guard. Pardon me, for there's no motion that testifies in man, but I do stand as in woman's heart. Be it lying, noted, woman's. Flattering, hers. Deceiving, hers. Lust, rank thoughts, hers. Revenges, hers. Ambitions, covetings, changes of prides, disdains, nice longings, slanders, mutabilities, all faults that name, nay, that hell knows why hers apart are all, but rather all. For even to vice they are not constant, but changing still. One vice but of a minute old, for one not half so old as that. I'll write against them, detest them, curse them. Yet, there's a greater skill and a true hate to pray they have their will. Very devils cannot plague them better.
Marvel shall be so ever.
There be many Caesars, ere such another Julius. Britain's a world by itself, and we will nothing pay for wearing our own noses.
That opportunity, which then we had to take France, to resume we have again. A kind of conquest Caesar made here, but made not here his brag of came and saw and overcame.
Come, there's no more tribute to be paid. Our kingdom is stronger than it was at that time, and, as I said, there are no more such Caesars. Many of them may have crooked noses, but to owe such straight arms none.
Son, let your mother in.
Why tribute? Why should we pay tribute? If Caesar could block the sun out with a blanket, or put the moon in his pocket, we should pay him tribute for light. Else, sir, no more tribute. Pray you now.
You must know, till the injurious Romans did extort this tribute from us, we were free. Caesar's ambition, which swelled so much that it did almost stretch the sides of the world against all color here, did put the yoke upon us, which to shake off becomes a warlike people, whom we reckon ourselves to be.
We do.
Say then to Caesar, our ancestor was that Malmucius who ordained our laws. Whose use the sword of Caesar hath too much mangled, whose repair and franchise shall, by the power we hold, be our good deed. Though Rome be therefore angry, Malmucius made our laws. He was the first of Britain which did put his brows within a golden crown and called himself a king.
I am sorry, Cymbeline. Pronounce Augustus Caesar, who hath more kings his servants than thyself domestic officers, thine enemy. Receive it from me then. War and confusion in Caesar's name pronounce I against thee. Look for fury not to be resisted. Thus defied, I thank thee for myself.
God welcome, Caius. Thy Caesar knighted me. My youth I spent much under him. I am perfect that the Pannonians and Dalmatians for their liberties are now in arms. Precedent which not to read would show the Britons cold, so Caesar shall not find them.
His Majesty bids you welcome. Make pastime with us a day or two, or even longer. But if you seek us afterwards in other terms, you will find us in our saltwater girdle. If you beat us out of it, it is yours. If you fall in the adventure, our crow shall fail in front of you, and there's no
I know your master's pleasure and he mine. All that remain is welcome.
How? Of adultery? Wherefore write you not what monster is her accuser? The Leonatus? Oh, master, a strange infection has fallen into thy ear. Oh, what false Italian, poison-tongued as Hannes, hath prevailed on thy too ready hearing? A disloyal, no, she is punished for her truth, and undergoes more goddess-like than wife-like, such assault as would take in some virtue. Oh, master, thy mind to her is now as low as thy fortune. How? That I should murder her upon the love and truth and vows which I had made at thy command. And her, the blood, if it be so to do good service, never be serviceable. How look I, that I should seem to lack humanity so much as this fact comes to? Do it. The letter that I have sent her upon her own command will give thee opportunity. Damned paper! Black as the ink that's on me. Then says Bobbo, if thou a fettery in this act, you lookest so virgin-like without. Lo, here she comes. I am ignorant of all I am commanded. How now, Bassanio? Madam, here's a letter from my lord.
Who, thy lord?
That is my lord, Leonatus!
Oh, learned indeed with that astronomer that in the stars his eye his characters, he laid the future open. You good gods, let what is here contained relish of my lord's health of discontent. Yet not that we two are asunder. Let that grieve him. Some griefs are medicinable. That is one of them, for it doth physic love. Good wax I leave. Blessed be you bees that make these locks of counsel. Good news, gods! Justice and your father's wrath, should he take me in his dominion, could not be so cruel to me as you, oh, the dearest of creatures, would even renew me with your eyes. Take notice that I am in Cambria, at Milford Haven. What your own love will always advise you, follow. So he wishes you all happiness that remains loyal to his vow with your increasing love. Leonatus Posthumus. Oh, for a horse with wings! Here's thou, Bassanio, he is at Milford Haven. Read and tell me how far 'tis thither. If one of mean affairs may plot it in a week, why may not I glide thither in a day? Then true, Bassanio, who longs like me to see thy lord? Who longs? Oh, let me bait, but not like me. Yet longs in a fainter kind. Oh, not like me, for mine's beyond, beyond! Say and speak thick. Thus counsellors to fill the boards adhering to the smothering of the sense. How far is it to the same blessed Milford? By the way, tell me how Wales was made so happy as to inherit such a haven. But first of all, how may we steal from hence? And for the gap that we shall make from our hence going and return to excuse. But first of all, how get hence? Why should excuse be born or e'er begot? We'll talk of that hereafter. Prithee, speak! How many score of miles may we well ride twixt hour and hour?
1 score twixt sun and sun. Madam, enough for you and too much too.
Why, one that rode to his execution, man, could never go so slow. I have heard of riding wagers where horses have been nimble from the stands that run the clock's behalf, but this is foolery. Go bid my woman, feign a sickness, say she'll home to her father, and provide me presently a riding suit, no costlier than a fit of Franklin's house.
Madam, your best consider.
I see before me, man, nor hear, nor what ensues, but have a fog in them that I cannot look through. Away, I prithee, do as I bid thee, there's no more to say. Accessible is none but Milford way!
Goodly day not to keep house with such whose roof's as low as ours. Stoop, boys. This gate instructs you how to adore the heavens and bows you to a morning's holy office. The gates of monarchs are arched so high that giants may jet through and keep their empires' turbans on without good morrow to the sun. Hail, thou fair heaven! We house in the rock, yet use thee not so hardly as prouder livers do. Hail heaven! Hail heaven! Now time for our mountain sport. Up yon hill, your legs are young. I'll tread these flats. Consider when you above perceive me like a crow that it is place which lessens and sets off. Then you may revolve what tales I have told you of court, princes, and the tricks of war. Oh, this life is nobler than attending for a check, richer than doing nothing for a bribe, and prouder than rustling in unpaid-for silk. Such gains the cap of him that makes him fine, yet keeps his books uncrossed. No life to ours. Out of your proof we speak. We foreign fledged have never winged from the view of our nest, nor knows not what ours from home. Haply this life is best, the quiet life be best. Sweeter to you who have a sharper known, well corresponding with your stiff age, but unto us it bids us tell of ignorance.
What should we speak of, new old as you? When we shall hear the raining wind these dark December? How, in this our pinching cave, shall we discourse the freezing hours away? We have seen nothing, we are beastly, subtle as the fox for prey, like warlike as the wolf for what we eat. Our valor is to chase like flies.
How you speak. Did you but know the city's usuries and felt them knowingly? The art of the court is hard to keep as lead, whose top to climb is certain falling, or so slippery that fears as bad as falling. The toils in war, a pain that only seems to seek out danger in the name of fame and honor and dies in the search, and hath as off a slanderous epitaph as record a fair act. Oh boy, this story the world may read in me. My body is marked with Roman swords. I was once first. Best of note, Cymbeline loved me. I was as a tree whose boughs do bend with fruit. What a soldier was a theme, my name was not far off. But one night, a storm, a robbery, call it what you will, shook my mellow hangings, nay, my leaves, and left me bare to weather. Uncertain favor. My fault being nothing, as I have oft told you, but that two villains whose false oaths prevailed before my perfect honor swore to Cymbeline that I was confederate with the Romans. So followed my banishment. This rock, these 20 years, and these domains have been my world, and I have lived with more honest freedom, paid more pious debts to heaven than in all the forend of my time. But up the mountain. This is not hunter's language. He who strikes a venison first shall be lord of the feast, and to him the other two shall minister, and we will fear no poison that attends in place of greater state. I'll meet you in the valley. How hard it is to hide the sparks of nature. These boys know little. They are sons of the king. Nor Cymbeline dream they are alive. They think they're mine, and though trained up thus meanly, in the cave where they bow, their thoughts do hit the roofs of palaces. Nature prompts them in low and simple things to prince it up much beyond the tricks of others. Polydor, heir to Cymbeline and Britain, who his father the king called Guiderius. Oh, Jove, on my 3-foot stool I sit, and tell of warlike feats I've done, his spirit flies out into my words. Say, thus my enemy fell, and thus I set my foot on his neck. Even then, the princely blood flows in his cheeks, he sweats, he strains, and puts himself in a posture that acts out my words. The younger brother, Cadwell, once our prerogative, in as like a figure, strikes life into my speech and shows much more his own conceiving. Cadwell, over here. Hark, the game is roused. Oh, Cymbeline! Heaven and my conscience doth know you didst unjustly banish me. Whereon at 3 and 2 years old I stole these babes, thinking to bar thee of succession as thou reft me of my lands. Euryclea, thou wast their nurse, and they took for mother, and every day do honor to her grave. Myself, Belarius, am Morgan called, and they take for natural father. Cadwell, hurry! The game is up.
Thou toldst when we came from Horse, the place was near at hand. And ere long my mother so to see me first as I have now. Castanio, man, where is Posthumus? What is in thy mind that makes thee stare thus? Wherefore breaks that sigh from the inward of thee? One but painted thus would be interpreted a thing perplexed beyond self-explication. Put thyself into a haver of less fear, ere wildness vanquish my state of senses. What's the matter? Why tendest thou paper to me with a look untender? If it be summer news, smile to it before. If winterly, thou needst but keep thy countenance still. My husband's hand! Oh, that drug-damned illy hath outcrafted him, and he's at some hard point. Speak, man, thy tongue may take up some expression which to read would be even mortal to me.
Madam, please you read. And you shall think me, wretched man, a thing most disdained of fortune.
Thy mistress, Bassanio, hath played the strumpet in my bed. The testimonies whereof lie bleeding in me. I speak not out of weak surmises, but from proof as strong as my grief and as certain as I expect my revenge. That part thou, Bassanio, must act for me, if thy faith be not tainted with the breach of hers. Of thine own hands take away her life. I shall give the opportunity at Melford Haven. She hath my letter for the purpose. If thou fear to strike and make me certain it is done, thou art the pander to her dishonor, and equally to me disloyal.
What shall I need to draw the sword? The paper hath cut her throat already. Nay, 'tis slander whose edge is sharper than the sword. Kings, queens, and states, maids, matrons, nay. 'Tis the secret of the grave which this viper slander senses.
Dear madam, false to his bed? What is it to be false? To lie and watch there and think on him, to weep twixt clock and clock? If sleep charged nature to break it with the fearful dreams and cry myself awake, that's false to his bed, is it?
Oh, that's good.
I'm false? Thy conscious witness. Giacomo, thou didst accuse him of incontinency. Thou then lookst like a villain. Now methinks thy favour's good enough. Some jay of Italy, whose mother was a painting, hath betrayed him. Oh, men's vows are women's traitors. All good seeming by thy revolt, O husband, shall be thought put on for villainy. Not born where it grows, but worn of fate for ladies.
Good madam, hear me.
Come, fellow, be thou honest. Do thou thy master's bidding. When thou seest him, a little witness my obedience. Look, I draw the sword myself. Take it, and hit the innocent matches of my love, my heart. Fear not, 'tis empty of all things but grief. Thy master is not there, who was indeed the riches of it. Do his bidding, strike. Thou mayst be thine to the better cause, but now thou seemst a coward.
And vile instrument, thou shalt not damn my hand.
I must die. And if I do not by thy hand, thou art no servant of thy master's. Against self-slaughter there's a prohibition so divine that cravens my weak hand. Come, here's my heart. Something's afore it, soft with no defense, obedient as the scabbard. What is here? Oh, the scriptures of the loyal Leonatus I'll turn to heresy. Away, away, corrupters of my faith! You shall know or be stomachers to my heart. Thus may poor fools believe false teachers, though those that are betrayed do feel the treason sharply. Yet the traitor stands in worst case of woe. Thou Posthumus, thou that didst set up my disobedience against the king my father, and put me into contempt the suits of princely fellows, shalt hereafter find it is no act of common passage, but a strain of rareness. I grieve myself to think how thou shalt be disedged by her that now thou tirest on. How thy memory will be panged by me. Prithee, dispatch, the lavin treats a butcher. Where's thy knife? Thou art too slow to do thy master's bidding when I desire it too.
Madam, since I received command to do this business, I have not slept a wink.
Do it into bed then.
I would rather wake my eyeballs blind.
Wherefore then didst undertake it? Why hast thou abused so many miles with a pretense? This place, mine action and thine own, our horses labor, the time inviting thee. The perturbed court from my being absent, whereunto I never purpose return. Why hast thou gone so far to be unbent when thou hast taken the stand, the elected deer before thee?
But to win time to lose so bad employment, to which I have considered of a course. Good lady, hearing with patience.
Talk thy tongue, Mary, speak. I have heard I am a strumpet, and mine ear therein false struck can take no greater wound, nor tent to bottom back. But speak.
Then, madam, I thought you were not back again.
Most like bringing me here to kill me.
Not so, neither. But if I were as honest and true, then my purpose would prove me well. It cannot be but that my master is abused. Some villain, I singular in his art, have done you both this curse.
Some Roman court?
No! On my life. I'll give but word that you're dead. Send in some bloody sign of it, for it has been commanded I should do so. Mr. Court, you shall well confirm
Why,
it.
good fellow, what shall I do the while? Where bide, how live? Or in my life what comfort when I am dead to my husband?
If you're back at the court.
No court, no father, nor no more do that harsh noble symbol, nothing that clotton whose love food hath been to me as fearful as a siege.
If not in court, then not in Britain, you must bide.
Where then? Hath Britain all the sun that shines day and night? Are they not but in Britain? In the world's volume where Britain seems as of it but not in it, in a great pool of swan's nests.
I'm most glad you think of other place. The ambassador Lucius the Roman comes to Milford Haven tomorrow. Now, if you could wear mine dark, as your fortune is, and but disguise that which to appear itself must not be but by self-danger, you should tread a course pretty and full of view, yea, happily, near the residence of Posthumus, so nigh a leaf that though his actions may not be visible, it report you and him hourly to thy ear as truly as he
for
moves.
such means, though pale to my modesty, not deaf on it, I would adventure.
Well, then here's the point. You must forget to be a woman. Change command into obedience, fear and niceness, the handmaiden of all women, and more truly women, its pretty self, into a waggish courage, pretty and jives, quick answered, saucy, and as quarrelsome as a weasel. You must forget that where it touches your cheek, exposing it, but oh, the heart, alack, no remedy. To the greedy touch of common kissing tightness, And forget those laborsome and dainty trims wherein you made great Juno.
Nay, be brief, I see into thy end, and am almost a man already.
Oh, first make yourself a one. Oh, before thinking this, I've already fixed. Tis in my cloak bag. Doublet, hat, hose, and all that answer to them. Would you in their serving, and with what imitation you can borrow from you for the fetcher season? Before noble Lucius, present yourself. Desire his service. Tell him wherein you're happy, which will make him know if his head have ear from music. Count most with joy, he will embrace you. For he's honorable, and doubling that, most holy. You means abroad, you have me, rich, and I will never fail you, beginning nor supply.
Thou art all the comfort the gods will die thee with. This attempt I am soldier to, and will abide it with a prince's courage. Away, I prithee.
We must take a short farewell. Let's be, miss. I suspected of your carriage from court. Oh, look, here's a box. I had it from the queen. What's in it is precious. If you are sick at sea or stomach qualms on land, a dram of this will drive away distemper. Choose some shade and fit you to your manhood. May God's direct you to the best.
Amen, I thank thee.
Lucius hath already wrote to the emperor how it goes here. It fits us therefore rightly that our chariots and horsemen be in readiness. The forces that he already hath in Galilee will soon be drawn ahead from whence he moves this war for Britain.
'Tis not a sleepy business, but must be looked to speedily and strongly.
Our expectation that it would be thus hath made us forward. But my gentle queen, where was our daughter? She hath not appeared before the Roman, nor to us hath she tendered the duty of the day. She looks us like a thing more made of malice than of duty. We have noted it. Call her before us, for we have been through slight and sufferings.
Royal sir, since the exile of Posthumus most retired hath her life been, the cure whereof my lord 'tis time must do. Beseech your majesty, forbear sharp speeches to her. She's a lady so tender of rebukes that the words are strokes, and strokes death.
Where is she, sir? How can her contempt be answered?
Please, you, sir, her chambers are all locked, and there's no answer that will be given to the loudest of noise that we make.
My lord, when last I went to visit her, she prayed me excuse her keeping close, for too constrained by her infirmity, she should the duty leave of pain you. Daily she was bound to prosper. There she wished me to make known, but our great court may be to blame in memory.
Her door's locked, not seen of late. Grant heavens, that's which I fear prove false.
Some may say, follow the
That man of first Bassanio who will serve him, I have not seen these 2 days.
Go, look after her. Oh, Bassanio, thou that standest so for Posthumus. He has a drug of mine. I pray his absence proceed by swallowing that, for he thinks it is a thing most precious. But for her, where is she gone? Haply despair hath seized her, or, winged with the fervor of her love, she's flown to her desired Posthumus. Gone she is, to death or dishonor, and my end can make good use of either. She being down, I have the placing of the British crown. How now, my son?
'Tis certain she's fled. Go in and cheer the king, he rages, none dares come about him.
All the better. May this night forestall him of the coming day.
I love and hate her. For she's fair and royal, and that she hath all courtly parts more exquisite than ladies, woman, from everyone the best she hath, and from all compounded she outsells them all, and thou love her therefore. But disdaining me, and throwing favors on the low Posthumus, slander so her judgment, that what else is rare is now choked. And in that point I will conclude to hate her, for when full Who's there? What are you packing, Sirrah? Come hither. Ah, precious Pandar. Villain! Where is thy lady? In a word or else thou art straightway with the fiends.
Well, my good lord.
Where is she, sir? Or by Jupiter, I will not ask again. Is she with Posthumus, for whom so many weights of baseness, not a dram of worth can be drawn?
How could she be with him? When was she with him? He's a robber.
Where is she, sir? Come nearer. No farther halting. Satisfy me home. What has become of her?
Oh, my all-worthy lord.
All-worthy villain! Discover where thy mistress is at once. No more of worthy lord. Speak! For thy silence on thy instant is thy condemnation and thy death!
But, sir, this paper is the history of my knowledge concerning her flight.
Let's see it. I will pursue her even to Augustus's throne.
Or this, or perish. She's far enough. When he learns may this by proving his travel, not her danger. All right, my lord, she said. Oh, Imogen, save me if thou wantest see return again.
Sirrah, is this letter true?
Sirs, I think.
His Posthumus' hand, I know it. Sirrah, if thou would not be a villain, and do me true service, undergo those employments wherein I should have cause to use thee with a serious industry. That is what villainy soe'er I bid thee do, to perform it directly and truly.
Well, my good lord.
Wilt thou serve me? For since patiently and constantly thou hast stuck to the bare fortunes of that beggar Posthumus, thou canst not in the course of gratitude be but a diligent follower of mine. Wilt thou serve me?
Sir, I will.
Give me thy hand. Here is thy purse. Hast thou any of thy late master's garments in thy possession?
I have, my lord, at my lodging the same suit my master took as he sleep of my lady and mistress.
The first service thou dost me. Fetch that suit hither. Let it be thy first service. Go.
Shall, my lord.
Meet thee at Milford Haven. Oh, I forgot to ask him one thing. I'll remember it anon. Even there, villain Posthumus, will I kill thee. Oh, I would these garments would come. She said upon a time, the bitterness I now belch from my heart, that she took the garments of Posthumus in more respect than my noble and natural person, together with the adornment of my qualities. With that seed upon my back will I ravish her. First kill him, and then in her eyes will she see my valor, which will then be a torment for her contempt. He on the ground, my speech of insultment ended upon his dead body. And when my lust hath dined, which as I say to vex her, I will execute in the clothes that she so praised. To the court I'll knock her back, put her up again! She hath despised me rejoicingly, and I'll be merry in my revenge! Give us the garments.
My noble lord.
How long has it been since you went to Milford Haven?
Just be there yet.
Bring this apparel to my chamber. This is the second thing I have commanded thee. The third is that thou shalt be a voluntary mute to my design. Be but duteous, and true preferment shall render itself to thee. My revenge is now at Milford, where I had wings to follow it. Come and be true.
Thou biddest me to my loss, for true to thee would to prove false. I never will be to him who is most true. To Milford go and find not her whom thou pursuest. Flow, flow, heavenly blessings on her. This fool's speed be crossed with slowness. Vapor be his need.
I see a man's life is a tedious one. I have tired myself, and for 2 nights together have made the ground my bed. I should be sick, but that my resolution helps me. Oh, Milford, and from the mountain top Pisanio showed thee thou was within a ken. 2 beggars told me I could not miss my way. Will poor folks lie to have afflictions on them, knowing 'tis a punishment or trial? Yes, no wonder when rich ones scarce tell true. My dear Lord, thou art one of the false ones. Now I think on thee my hunger's gone, but even before I was at point to sink for food. But what is this? Here's a path to it. 'Tis some savage hold. I were best not call, I dare not call. Yet famine or cleaner earth's nature makes it valiant. Plenty and peace breeds cowards. Hardness ever of hardiness is mother. Ho! No answer? Then I'll enter. Best draw my sword, and if my enemy but fear the sword like me, he'll scarcely look on it. Such a foe, good heaven.
You, Polydor, prove best woodman. You are master of the feast. Cadwell and I will play cook and servant. 'Tis our match.
Oh, I am thoroughly weary.
I'm weak with toil, yet strong in appetite.
There's cold meat in the cave. We'll browse on that. With what we killed, we cooked.
Stay, come not in, but that it eats our victuals, I should think here were a fairy.
What's the matter, sir?
Why, Jupiter, an angel, not an earthly paragon. Behold divineness no elder than a boy.
Good masters, harm me not. Before I entered here, I called and thought to have begged or bought what I took. Good troth, I stole not, nor would not, though I had found gold strewed on the floor. Here's money for my meat. I would have left it on the board so soon as I had made my meal and parted with prayers for the providers.
Money, you, all gold and silver, rabbit church dirt, as 'tis no better reckoned but as those who worship dirty gods.
I see you're angry. No, if you kill me for my fault, I should have died had I not made it.
Whither bound?
To Milford Haven.
What's your name?
The Daily, sir. I have a kinsman who is bound for Italy. He embarked at Milford, to whom being going, almost spent with hunger, I am fallen in this offense.
Prithee, fair, you think us no churls, no measure our good minds by this rude place we live in. Well encountered. 'Tis almost night, you shall have better cheer ere you depart, and thanks to stay needed. Boys, bid him welcome.
Were you a woman youth, I should woo you hard. But dear cousin honest, I bid for you as I reply.
I'll make it my comfort, says the man. I'll love him as my brother, and such a welcome as I'll give to him after long absence. Such is yours. Most welcome. Be sprightly, for you fall amongst friends.
Amongst friends? If brothers, would it have been so that they had been my father's sons? Then had my prize been less, and so more equal ballasting to thee, Posthumus.
He rings at some distress.
What execute or I, what ere it be, what pain it cost, what danger.
Boys, we'll dress the hunt. Come in, fair youth. Discourse is heavy fasting. After we've supped, we'll mannerly demand thee of thy story, so far as thou wilt speak it. Pray, draw near.
The night to the owl and the morn to the lark, less welcome.
Thanks, sir.
Pray, draw near.
I am near to the place where they should meet. Bassanio have mapped it truly. How fit his garments, sir? Why should his mistress, who is made by him, that made the tailor, not be fit too? The rather, saving reverence for the word, for 'tis said a woman's fitness comes by fits. Therein I must play the workman. I dare say it myself, for it is not a vainglory for a man and his glass to confer in his own chamber. That is, the lines of my body are as well drawn as his. No less young, more strong. Not beneath him in fortunes, beyond him in the advantages of time, above him in birth. Yet, this imperseverant thing loves him in my despite. What mortality is! Posthumus! Thy head, which is now growing upon thy shoulders, shall within this hour be off. Thy mistress enforced, and thy garments cut to pieces before her face. In all this done, spurn her home to her father. Who may happily be a little angry for my so rough usage. But my mother, having power over his testiness, she shall turn all into my commendations, outsort into its sore purpose. This is the very description of that meeting place, and the fellow dares not deceive me.
You are not well. Remain here in the cave. We'll come to you after hunting.
Brothers, stay here. Are we not brothers?
So man and man should be. Clay and clay differs in dignity as just as both alike. I am very sick.
Go you to hunting. I'll abide with him.
So sick I'm not, yet I am not well. So please you leave me. Stick to your journal course. The breach of custom is breach of all. I am ill, but that your being by me cannot amend me. Society is no comfort to one not sociable. I am not very sick, since I can reason of it. Pray you trust me here. I'll rob none but myself. And let me die stealing so poorly.
I love thee. I have spoken. How much the quantity of weight as much as I do love my father?
What? How? How?
If it be sin to say so.
I yoke me in my good brother's fault. I know not why I love this youth. And I've heard you say love's reasons without reason. The beer at dawn is a man who is shall die. I'll say my father, not this youth.
Oh, noble strain! Worthiness, nature, breed of greatness. Cowards, father, cowards. Base things, sire, base. Nature hath meal and bran, contempt and grace. I am not their father, yet who this should be doth miracle itself, love before me. 'Tis the 9th hour of the morn.
Brother, farewell.
I wish ye sport.
You help.
So please you, sir.
These are kind creatures. Gods, what lies I have heard. Our courtiers say all savage, but at court. Experience, O thou disprovest report. I am sick still, heart sick. Bassanio, I'll now taste of thy drug.
To the field, to the field. We'll leave you for this time. Go in and rest. We'll not be long away. Pray, be not sick, for you must be our housewife.
Well or ill, I am bound to you.
And shalt be ever. This youth, however distressed, appears to have had good ancestors.
How angel-like.
But his neat cookery. He cuts our roots and characters and sauces our broths, as Juno had been sick and hear her diet her.
It is great morning. Come away.
I cannot find those renegades. That villain hath mocked me. And fate.
Those renegades? Means he not us? I know him partly. 'Tis Kuehn, the son of the Queen. Fearsome ambush. I saw him not these many years, and yet I know 'tis he. We are held as outlaws, hence.
He is but one. You and my brother search for what companies lying here. Bring you away, and let me alone.
What are you that fly me thus? Some villain mountaineer? I have heard of such. Villain, what slave art thou?
A thing more slavish did I near than answering a slave without a knock.
Thou art a robber, a lawbreaker, a thief! You villain!
To who? To thee? What art thou? Have I not an arm as big as thine, a heart as big? I grant thy words are bigger, for I were not my dagger in thy mouth. Say what thou art. Why should I yield to thee?
Thou villain base, knowest me not by my clothes.
No, nor by thy tailor, rascal, who is thy grandfather. He made those clothes which, as it seemed, made thee.
Thou precious varlet, my tailor made them not.
Hence then, and thank the man that gave them thee. Thou art some fool. I am loath to be.
Thou injurious thief, hear but my name and tremble.
What's thy name?
Glutton, thou villain!
Like a double villain be thy name. I could not tremble at it. Were it a toad, adder, spider, 'twould move me sooner.
To thy fear, nay, to thy near confusion, thou shalt know that I am son to the Queen!
I'm sorry for it. Not seeming so worthy of thy birth.
Art thou not afeard?
Those I reverence, those I fear, the wise. At fools, I laugh, not fear them.
Then die the death. When I have slain thee with thy proper hand, I will follow those that even now have fled hence. On the gates of Lud's town will I set your heads. Yield, rustic mountaineer!
No companies abroad.
None in the world. You did mistake him, sure.
I cannot tell. Long is it since I saw him last, but time hath nothing blurred those lines of favor which then he wore. The bursts of speaking, the snatches in his voice, whereas him I am absolute, 'twas very plot.
In this place we left them. I wish my brother made good time with him. You say he is so fell.
This Clotton was a fool. An empty purse. There was no money in it. Not Perkins could not out his friends for. He had none. Yet, I not doing this, the bullet-born mind had as I do his.
What hast thou done?
I am perfect, what? Cut off one Clotton's head, son to the Queen, after his own report, who called me traitor, mountaineer, and swore with his own single hand to take us in, displace our heads where thanks to gods they grow, and set them on Lud's tower.
We are all undone.
Why, worthy father, what have we to lose but that which he swore to take, our lives? The law protects not us, then why should we be tender to let an arrogant piece of flesh come in, play judge and executioner all himself, for we do fear the law?
What company discovered your broth?
No single soul could we set eye on,
Yet in all safe reason he must have some attendant. Although his humor was nothing but mutations, I from one bad thing to worse. Not frenzy, not absolute madness could so far brave to bring him here alone.
Let ordinance come as the gods foresay it. Howsoe'er my brother hath done well.
I had no mind to hunt this day. The boy for daily sickness did make my way long for.
I'll throw it into the creek behind our rock and let it out to sea, and tell all the fishes he's the Queen's son Clotton. That's all I reck.
Be revenged. Would Pachoud, thou hast not done it. No valor becomes thee well enough.
I have done it.
For the revenge alone pursued me. Polydore, I love thee brotherly, but envy much thou hast robbed me of this deed.
Well, 'tis done. We'll hunt no more today, nor seek for danger where there's no profit. I prithee to our rock, you and Fidelity play the cook. I'll stay till hasty Polydore return and bring him to dinner presently.
Forsake Fidelity, I'll willingly to him. To gain his color, I'd let it perish of such clotten's blood, and praise myself for charity.
Thou, goddess, thou divine nature, how thyself thou blazonest in these two princely boys. It is a wonder that they are framed to an invisible instinct, royalty unlearned, honor untaught, civility not seen from others, valor, which wildly grows in them, yet yields a crop as if it had been sowed. And yet still it is strange what Clotton's being here to us portends, or what his death will bring us.
I sent Clotton's clot pot downstream, an embassy to his mother. His body's hostage for his return.
My ingenious instrument. Hark, Polydore, it sounds full. What occasion had Cadwell now to give it motion?
Is he home?
He went hence even now.
Since the death of my dearest mother, it did not speak. All solemn things deserve solemn accidents. The matter is Cadwell mad?
Look, here he comes and brings the dire occasion in his arms of what we blamed him for.
The bird is dead that we have made so much on. I'd rather skip from 16 years of age to 60. Turn my leaping time into a crutch. And seize this.
Oh, sweetest, fairest Lily, my brother wears thee not half so well as when thou grewest thy son.
Melancholy, whoever yet could sound thy bow and find thee ooze, to show what coast thy sluggish care might easiest harbor in. Thou blessed thing, Jove knows what man thou mightst have made, but I, thou diest a most rare boy of melancholy. How found you him?
Stark as you see, thus smiling as some fly had tickled slumber, not his death dart being laughed at, his right cheek reposing on a cushion. Where? On the floor. His arms thus leagued, I thought he slept, and put my clouted brogues from off my feet. His rudeness answered my step too loud.
Why, he but sleeps. If he be gone, he'll make his grave a bed. With females fairies will his tomb be haunted, and worms will not come to thee.
With fairest flowers, while summer lasts, and I live here for daily. I'll sleep in thy sad grave. Thou shalt not lack the flower that's like thy face, pale primrose, nor the azured harebell like thy veins, nor the leaf of agnantine, not to slander outsweetens not thy breath.
Oh, prithee, have done! And do not play and wench-like words with that which is so serious. Let us bury him, and do not protract with admiration what is now due debt. To the grave.
They where shall lay him?
By good Eurypyle, our mother.
Yet so. And let us, Polydore, though our voices have got the mannish crack, sing him to the ground, as once to our mother. Use like note and words, say that Eurypyle must be Fidelity.
Cadwell, I cannot sing. I'll weep and word it with thee, for notes of sorrow out of tune are far worse than priests with veins that lie.
Great griefs, I see medicine less, for Cloten is quite forgot. He was a queen's son, boys, and though he came our enemy, remember, he was paid for that. Though mean and mighty, rotting together have one dust, yet reverence, that angel of the world, doth make distinction between places high and low. Our foe was princely, and though you took his life as being our foe, yet bury him as a prince.
Hence then and bring his body hither. Their Sides bodies as good as Ajax, when neither are alive.
You'll go fetch him if they are found alive. Better begin.
Fear no more the heat of the sun, nor thy furious winter's rage. Though thy worldly task is done, all my gone have taken thy wage. Golden lads and girls on lust, as chimney sweeps, come to dust.
Fear no more the frown of the great, thou art past the tyrant's stroke. Care no more to clothe and eat, to thee the reed is as the oak. The scepter learning physic must, I'll follow this and come to dust.
Fear no more the lightning flash,
Nor the all-dreaded thunderstone.
fear not slander, censure's rash.
Thou hast finished joy alone.
All lovers young, all lovers must, consign to thee, and come to death. No exercisers harm to thee,
Nor no witchcraft charm thee.
no ghost unlaid forbear thee.
Nothing ill come near thee.
Quiet consummation have, and renowned be thy grave. We have done our obsequies, come, and lay him down.
till midnight more. The strewings with the Pachoud of the night on them are strewing spirits for the grave. Upon your faces. Upon your faces, we strew these flowers, which shall wilt, even so. Come away. The ground that gave them first hath them again. Their pleasures now are past, so is their pain. Yes, sir, to Milford Haven. Which is the way? I thank you. By ambush? Pray, how far thither? Odds Piddikins can't be 6 mile yet. I have gone all night. Faith, I'll lie down and sleep. But soft, no bedfellow. Oh, gods and goddesses! These flowers are like the pleasures of the world. This bloody man, the care on it. I hope I dream, for so I thought I was a cave keeper and cook to honest creatures. But 'tis not so. 'Twas but a bolt of nothing, shot at nothing, which the brain makes of fumes. My very eyes are sometimes like our judgments, blind. Good faith, I tremble still with fear. But if there be yet left in heaven as small a drop of pity as a wren's eye, fear God's a part of it. The dream's here still. Even when I wake, it is without me as within me, not imagined, felt. A headless man, the garments are posthumous. I know the shape of his leg, this is his hand, his foot mercurial, his martial thigh, the bronze of Hercules. But his jovial face, murder in heaven, how? 'Tis gone. Pisanio, all curses met in Hecuba gave the Greeks and mine to boot be dotted on thee. Thou conspired with that irregular devil Clot, and hast here cut off my lord. To write and read be henceforth treacherous. Damn Pisanio, half with his forged letters. Damn Pisanio. And this most bravest vessel of the world has struck the mate. Oh, husband, alas! Where's that? I mean, where's that? Pisanio would have killed thee at the heart and left this hair on. How should this be, Pisanio? 'Tis he, and Clot and Malice and Looker and them have laid this woe here. Oh, 'tis pregnant, pregnant. The drug he gave me, which he said was precious and cordial to me, have I not found it murderous to the senses? For that confirms it home. This is Pisanio's deed, and Clot. Oh, give color to my pale cheek with thy blood. And we, the horror may seem to those who chance to find it. Oh, my lord, my lord.
To them, the Legion garrisoning Gallia, have your will across the sea, intending you here to Milford Haven with your ships. They are in readiness.
But what from Rome?
The Senate hath stood up the confiners and gentlemen of Italy, most willingly spirits, that promise noble service.
Would expect you then.
With the next benefit to the wind.
This forwardness makes our hopes fair. Command our present numbers be mustered. Bid your captains. Now, sir, what have you dreamed of late of this war's purpose?
Last night, the very gods showed me a vision. I fast and prayed for their intelligence. Thus, I saw Jove's bird, the Roman eagle, wing from the spongy south to this part of the west, and there vanished, which portends, unless my sins abuse my divination, success to the Roman host.
Dream often so and never false. What trumpets here? Without a stop. The ruin speaks of sometime it was a worthy building. How? Page? Dead, or sleeping on him. But dead, rather, for nature doth afford to make his dead with the defunct, or sleep upon the dead. And see the boy's face.
He's alive, my lord.
Then he'll instruct us of this body. Young one, inform us of thy circumstances, for they seem to crave to be demanded. Who is it thou makest thy bloody pillow? Who is he that, other than noble nature did, hath altered the good picture? What's thine interest in this, Erick? How came it? Who is it? And what art thou?
I am nothing. Or if not, nothing to be were better. This was my master, a very valiant Briton and a good, that here by mountaineers lies slain. Alas, there is no more such masters. I may wander from east to Occident, cry out for service, try many, all good. Serve truly, never find such another master.
Lack, good youth, and move us no less in thy complaining than thy master in bleeding. Say his name, good friend.
Richard du Camp. If I do lie and do no harm by it, though the gods hear me, I hope they'll pardon it. Say you, sir?
Thy name.
Fidelis, sir.
Thou dost to prove thyself the very same. Thy faith fits thy name thy faith. Well, take thy chance with me. I shall not say thou shalt be so well mastered, but be sure no less beloved. The Roman Emperor's letter sent to me by counsel should no sooner than thine own worth prefer thee. Go with me.
I'll follow, sir. But first, and it please the gods, I'll hide my master from the flies, as deep as these poor pickaxes can dig. And when with wild wood leaves and weeds I have strewed his grave, and on it said a century of prayers, such as I can twice o'er, I'll weep and sigh, and leaving so his service, follow you. So please you entertain me.
Aye, good youth. I rather father thee than master thee. My friends, this boy hath taught us manly deeds. Let us find out the prettiest daisy plot we can, and make with them our pikes and partisans a grave. Come, arm him. Boy, he is preferred by thee to us, and shall be in turn the soldier's class. Be cheerful, wipe thine eyes, since all remains the happier to arise.
Again, and bring me word how 'tis with her. Even with the absence of a son, a madness of which your life's in danger. Heavens, how deeply you at once do touch me. Imogen, the great part of my comfort gone, my queen upon a desperate bed, and in a time of fearful wars point at me, her son gone, so needful for this present, it strikes me past the hope of comfort. But for thee, fellow, whose needs must know of her departure, and dost seem so ignorant, will enforce it from thee by a sharp torture.
Oh, sir, my life is yours. I humbly set it at your will. But as for my mistress, I know nothing where she remains, why gone, or when she purposes return. Beseech your highness, hold me your loyal servant.
Good, my liege. The day that she was missing, he was here. I dare be bound he's true and will perform all parts of his subjection loyally. As for Cotton, there wants no diligence in seeking him, and will no doubt be found.
And time is troublesome. We'll slip you for a season, but our jealousy does yet depend.
So please your majesty, the Roman legions, all from Gallia drawn, are landed on your coast with a supply of Roman gentlemen by descendant sent.
Now for the counsel of my son and queen. I am amazed with matter.
Good, my liege. Your preparation can affront no less than what you hear of. Come more, for more you're ready. The want is but to put those powers in motion that long to me.
I thank you. Let's withdraw and meet the time as it seeks us. We fear not what we can from Italy annoy us, but we grieve at chances here. Away.
I heard no letter from my master since I wrote him Imogen was slain. Strange. Nor hear I from my mistress, who did promise yield oftentimes. Neither know I what his speech hid to Cotton, but remain perplexed in awe. Still, the heavens must work. Where I'm false, I'm honest. Not true, to be true. These present wars shall find I love my country even to the note of the king, who shall die in them. All other doubts of time he cleared. Fortune brings in some boats that are not steered.
The noise is round about us. Let us from it.
Pleasure, sir, find we in life, to block it from action and adventure.
Nay, what hope have we in hiding? This way the Romans must over Britain slay us, or receive us for barbarians in unnatural revolts during their youth, and slay us after. Sons, we'll hire to the mountains. To the king's party there's no going. Newness of Cotton's being not mustered, not known among the band, may drive us to a render where we have lived before, and so extort from us that which we have done, whose answer would be death thrown on with torture. This is, sir, a doubt in such a time, nothing becoming you nor satisfying us.
It is not likely that when they hear their Roman horses neigh, behold their quartered fires, have both their eyes and ears so cloyed importantly as now, that they will waste their time upon our note to know from whence we are.
I am known of many in the army, though many years you see in Cotton then but young, bore him not from my remembrance. Besides, the king hath not deserved my service nor your loves, who find in my exile want of breeding. The certainty of the hard life, I hopeless, to have the courtesy of your cradle promise and be but still hot summer tamlings and the shrinking slaves of winter.
Then be so, better to cease to be. Pray, sir, to the army I, my brother, are not known.
Yourself so out of thought and thereto so overgrown cannot be questioned.
By this sun that shines, I'll thither. What thing is that? I never did see man die, scarce ever look on blood but that of coward hares, hot goats, and venison. Never bestride a horse, save one that had a rider like myself, who ne'er wore rowel nor iron on his heels. I'm ashamed to look upon the holy sun, to have the benefit of his blessed beings, remaining so long a poor unknown.
By heavens, I'll go. If you will bless me and give me leave, I'll take the better care.
But if you will not, the hazards therefore do fall upon me at the hands of the Romans.
So say I, amen.
No reason, since of your own life you set so slight a valuation, should I reserve my own cracked one to more care. Have with you, boys. If in your country wars you chance to die, then that is my bet. 2 lads, and they're all lie. Bleed, bleed! Ah! Time seems long, their blood things scorn till it fly out. Show them princes born!
Yea, bloody cloth, I'll keep thee. For I wish thou shouldst be colored thus. You married ones, if each of you should take this course, how many must murder wives much better than themselves for rhyme but a little? Pisanio! Every good servant does not all commands. No bones but to do just ones. Gods, if you should attain vengeance on my faults, I had never lived to put on this. So had you struck me, wretch. Worth more your vengeance, so had you saved the noble Imogen to repent. I am hither brought in among the Italian gentry and to fight against my lady's kingdom. 'Tis enough that, Britain, I've killed thy mistress. Peace, I'll give thee no wound. And so, good heavens, hear patiently my purpose. I'll here disrobe me of these Italian weeds. Ha! And suit myself as does a Briton peasant. So I'll fight against the plight I come with. So I'll die for thee, O Imogen, even for whom my life is every breath a death. Thus unknown, pitied nor hated, to the face of peril myself I'll dedicate. Let me make men no more valor in me than my habits show. Gods, put the strength of the Leonati in me. And shame the guise of the world I will begin, the fashion less without and more within.
Lady, the princes of this country in the air are revenging me and enfeebles me. Should this Carl, the very drudge of nature, have subdued me in my profession? My hoods and honors, born as I wear my titles of a scorn. If that high gentry, Britain, go before this lout, the sea exceeds our lords. The odds is, we scarce are men, and you are gods.
Camest thou from where they made the stand?
I did. Though you, it seems, come from the flyers.
I did. And no blame be to you, sir, for all is lost, but that the heavens fought. The king himself with his wings destitute, the army broken, and but the backs of Britons seen, all flying through a straight lane. The enemy, full-hearted, lolling the tongue with slaughtering, having work to do more plentiful than tools to do it, struck down some mortally, some slightly touched, some falling down merely through fear, that the straight pass was damned with dead men hurt behind and cowards living to die with length and shame.
Where was this lane?
Close by the battle, ditched and walled with turf, which gave great advantage to an ancient soldier. An honest one, I warrant. But towards the lane, he with 2 striplings, lads more like to run the country base than to commit such slaughter, having faces fit for masks, or rather fairer, made good the passage. Then came a stop in the chaser, a retire, anon a rout, confusion thick, and now our cowards, like fragments in hard voyages, are made the life of the need. Having found the back door, the unguarded hearts open, heaven shall they will. Some slain before, some dying, some their friends, or born in the former way, 10 chased by one, or now each one the slaughter man of 20. Those that would die, or e'er resist, are grown the mortal bugs of the field.
Oh, this was strange chant. A narrow lane, an old man and 2 boys.
Nay, do not wonder at it. Oh, you are made rather to wonder at the things you hear than to work any. Will you rhyme upon it, invent it for mockery? Here's one. 2 boys, an old man twice, a boy, a lane. Preserve the Britons was the Romans' bane.
Nay, be not angry,
Lad,
sir.
to what end? Who does not stand his foe, I'll be his friend. For if he do as he's made to do, I know he'll quickly fly. My friendship too. You put me into rhyme.
Farewell. You're angry.
Still going? This is a lord. Noble misery. To be in the field and ask what news of me. Today, how many would have given their carcasses to save their honors? Took heel to do it and yet died too. I in mine own woe charms could not find death where I did hear him groan, nor feel him where he struck. Well, I will find him. For being now a favorer to the Briton, no more a Briton, I have resumed again the part I came with. Fight I will no more, but yield me to the veriest hind that shall once touch my shoulder. Great the slaughter is here made by the Romans, great the answer be Britain must take. For me, my ransom is death. On either side I come to spend my breath. For neither here I'll keep nor bear again, but end it by some means for Imogen.
Great Jupiter be praised, Lucius is taken. Was thought the old man and his sons were angels.
There was a 4th man who really had gave the affront with them.
So 'tis reported, but none were found. Stan, who's there?
A Roman, who had not now been drooping ere the seconds had answered him.
Lay hands on him, a dog, a leg of Rome should not return until it throws its pegs him here. He brags with service as if he were of note.
You shall not be stolen, for you have locks upon you. So graze as you find pasture.
Aye, or a stomach.
Most welcome bondage. Thou art way, I think, to liberty. Yet am I better than he that's sick of the gout, for he'd rather groan so in perpetuity than be cured by the sure physician, death, which is the key to unbar these locks. Oh, my conscience is fettered more than my shanks and wrists. God, give me the penitent instrument to pick that bolt, then free forever. Is't enough I am sorry? For Imogen's dear life take mine. Though 'tis not so dear, yet 'tis alive you coined it. So great powers, if you'll take this audit, take this life and cancel these cold bonds. Oh, Imogen, I'll speak to thee in silence.
The more thy thunder master shows thy spite on mortal thighs, with Mars fall out, with Juno chide, that thy adulteries rates and revenges. Hath my poor boy done aught but well, whose face I never saw? I died whilst in the womb he stayed, attending nature's law. Whose fathers art, as men report, thou fathers
orphan father's arch, thou shouldst have been and shielded him from this earth-vexing smart.
Lucina lent me not her age, but took me in my throat. To from me was posthumous rip, came crying amongst his foes, a thing of pity.
Green nature, like his ancestry, molded the stuff so fair, that he deserved the praise of the world as great Silius's heir.
When once mature for man, in Britain where was he that could stand up his parallel, or fruitful object be in the eye of Imogen, that best could deem his dignity?
In marriage wherefore was he mocked to be exiled and thrown? From Leonard to his seat did cast from her his dearest one, sweet Imogen.
Why did you suffer Iachimo, slight thing of Italy, to taint his nobler heart and brain with needless jealousy, and to become the death and scorn of others' villainy?
For this from Sir's seats we came, our parents and us twain, in striking in our country's cause, fell bravely and were slain. For this, for tenacious right, with honor to maintain.
Like Harmony hath Posthumus to Cymbeline form, then Jupiter, thou king of gods, why hast thou adjourned? Graces for his parents belong to Dolor's turn.
Thy crest to Windle oath, look out, no longer exercise upon a valiant brace thy harsh and potent injuries.
Jupiter, our son is good, take off his misery.
Peep through thy marble mountain, help, or we poor ghosts will cry to the shining citadel of the rest against thy deity.
Help, Jupiter, we appeal, and from thy justice fly. No more, you petty spirits, to breathe and know, a finger here in flesh. How dare you ghost accuse the thunderer, whose bolt you know sky plans who batters all rebellion coast. Poor shadows of Elysium, hence and rest upon your never-withering banks of flowers. Be not with mortal accident oppressed. No care of yours it is, you know 'tis ours. Whom best I love, I cross to make my gift. The more delayed, delighted. Be content. Your low-laid son our Godhead will uplift. His comforts thrive, his trials well are spent. Our jovial star reigned at his birth, and in our temple was he Mary. Rise and pray! He shall be Lord of Lady Imogen, and happier much by his affliction made. The tablet lays upon his breast, when our pleasure his full fortune doth confine. And so, away. No further with your din, express impatience, lest you stir up mine. Mount, eagle, to my palace crystalline.
Thanks, Jupiter! Entered his radiant look, away to be blessed with care to form this creature.
Sleep. Oh, thou hast been a grandsire, and begot a father to me, and created a mother and two brothers. Brothers gone, gone. They went hence as soon as they were born, and I'm awake. Poor wretches that depend on greatness' favor, dream as I have done, wake and find nothing. Alas, I swerve. Many dream not to find neither deserve, yet are steeped in favors. So am I that have this golden chance and know not why. Look, rare one. Be not as is our fangled world a garment nobler than that it covers. Let thy effects so follow to be as good as promised, to be most unlike our courtiers. As good as promise.
Whence alliance, well, shall, to himself unknown, without seeking find, and be embraced by a piece of tender air, and when from a stately cedar shall be lopped branches, which being dead many years shall after revive, be jointed to the old stock, and freshly grow. Then shall Posthumus end his miseries, to attain be fortunate, and flourish in peace and plenty.
Tis still a dream. Or else such stuff as madmen tongue and brain not. Either both or nothing, or senseless speaking, or else such speaking as sense cannot untie. Be what it is. The action of my life is like it, which I'll keep, if but for sympathy.
Come, sir, are you ready for death?
Over roasted, rather. Ready long ago.
Hanging is the word, sir, if you be ready for that. You are well cooked.
I am merrier to die, fellow, than thou art to live.
Indeed. He to sleep feels not the toothache, but a man that were to sleep your sleep and a hangman to help him to bed, I think he would rather change places with his officer. For look you, sir, you do not know which way you shall go. Yes, indeed, do I, fellow. Your death has eyes in its head, then. I have not seen it so pictured. You must be directed by those who take upon themselves to know, or take upon yourself that which I am sure you do not know, or jump that after inquiry on your own peril. I'm sure you'll never return to tell one.
Knock off his manacles. Bring your prisoner to the king.
Thou bringst good news. I'm called to be made free?
I'll be hanged then.
Then be freer than a jailer. No bolts for the dead.
Come, stand by my side, you whom the gods have made preservers of my throne. Woe is my heart that the poor soldier who so richly fought, whose red shame gilded arms, whose naked breast stepped before charges of proof cannot be found. He shall be blessed that can find him if our grace can make him so.
I never saw such noble thing in one that promised not but poor looks and beggary.
No tidings of him?
He has been searched among the dead and living, but no trace of him.
To my grief, I'm the heir of his reward, which I will add to you, the liver, heart, and brain of Britain. And now's the time to ask of whence you are. Report it.
In Cambria we are born and gentlemen. Further to boast, we're neither true nor modest, unless I add we're honest.
Bow your knees. Arise, my knights of the battle. I create you companions to our person, and will fit you with dignities becoming your estates. There's business in these faces. Why greet you our victory so sadly? You look like Romans and not of the court of Britain.
Hail, great king. Sorry, your happiness, I must report. The queen is dead.
Who else than a physician would this report become? But I consider by medicine life may be prolonged, yet death will seize the doctor too. Pray, how ended she?
Oh, with horror, sir, madly dying, like her life, which being cruel to the world, concluding most cruel to herself. What she confessed I will report so please you. This her woman can trip me if I err, who with wet cheeks was present when she finished.
Prithee say.
First, she confessed she never loved you.
Oh.
Only affected greatness God knew you, not you. Married your royalty, was wife to your place, abhorred your person.
She alone but knew this, and but she spoke it dying. Would not believe her lips in opening it. Proceed.
Your daughter, whom she bore in hand to love with such integrity, she did confess was a scorpion to her sight, whose life, but that her flight prevented it, she had taken off by poison.
O most delicate fiend! Who else can breed a woman? Is there more?
Oh, more, sir, and worse. She did confess she had for you a mortal mineral, which being took should by the minute feed on life and by inches waste you. In which time she purposed by watching, weeping, tendance, and kissing to overcome you with her show, and in time, when she fitted you with her craft, to work her son into the adoption of the crown. But failing her hand by a strange disappearance, grew shameless, desperate, opened her purpose in spite of heaven and men. The evil she has were not affected, and so despairing died.
Heard you all this?
I did, so please your highness.
Mine eyes were not at fault, for she was beautiful. Mine ears had heard her flattery, nor my heart that thought her like her seeming. It had been vicious to have mistrusted her. Yet, oh my daughter, that it was folly in me thou mayest say, and prove it in thy feeling. Heaven mend all! Thou comest not, Caius, now for tribute. That the Britons have raised out, though with the loss of many a bold one, whose kinsmen have made suit that the good souls may be appeased with the slaughter of you, their captives, which ourselves have granted. So think of your estate.
Consider, sir, the chance of war. The day was yours by accident. Had it gone with us, we should not, when blood was cool, have threatened our prisoners with the sword. But since the gods will have it thus, let it come. Suffice it, a Roman with a Roman's heart may suffer. Augustus lives to think on it, and so much for my peculiar care. This one thing only I will choose. My boy, a Briton born, let him be ransomed. Never master had a page so kind, so duteous, diligent, so tender upon his occasion, true, so feat, so nurse-like. Let his virtues join with my request, which I'll make bold your highness cannot deny. Save him and spare no blood beside.
I have seen him before.
Yeah.
His favor is familiar to me. Boy, thou hast looked thyself into my grace. I know not why to say, wherefore, live, boy, ne'er think thy master. Live, and ask of Cymbeline what boon thou wilt. Fitting my bounty and thy state, I'll give it. Yea, thou though do demand a prisoner, the noblest dame.
I humbly thank your highness.
I do not bid thee beg my life, good lad, and yet I know thou wilt.
No, alack, there's other work in hand. The dear thing bitter to me is death. Your life, dear master, must suffer for itself.
The boy disdains me, he leaves me, scorns me. Briefly die their joys that place them on the truths of girls and boys. Why stands he so perplexed?
What wouldst thou, boy? I love thee more and more. Think more and more what's best to ask. Knowest him thou lookest on? Speak. Wilt thou have him live? Is he thy kin, thy friend?
He is a Roman, no more kin to me than I to your highness, who being born your vassal is something nearer.
Wherefore eyest him so?
I'll tell you, sir, in private, if you please to give me hearing.
Aye, with all my heart, and lend my best attention. What's thy name?
Kerri, sir.
Thou art my good page. I'll be thy master. Speak freely, walk free.
Is not this boy revived from death? One stand another, not more than of that sweet rosy lad who died, and what's the day? What think you?
The same death they alive.
Peace. Let's see further. He eyes us not. Forbear, creatures may be alike. Were he, I am sure, he would have spoke to us.
But we saw him dead.
Be silent.
It is my mistress. Since she is living, let time wear on to good or bad.
Come, stand by my side, and make thy demand aloud. Sir, step you forth. Give answer to this boy, and do so freely, or by our grace and the greatness of it, which is our honor, bitter torture shall winnow the truth from falsehood. On, speak to him.
My boon is that this gentleman may render of whom he had this ring.
What's that to him?
That diamond upon your finger, say how came it yours?
Thou torture me to leave unspoken. That to be spoken would torture me.
How me?
I am glad to be constrained to utter that which torments me to conceal. By villainy I got this ring. 'Twas Leonatus' jewel whom thou didst banish. Well, woe may grieve thee as it doth me. The noblest certainly I live through sky and ground. Wilt thou hear more, my lord?
All that belongs to this.
That paragon, thy daughter, to whom my heart drops blood and my false spirits fail to remember, me attained.
My daughter, what of her? Renew thy strength! I'd rather that thou shouldst live while nature will than die ere I hear more. Strive, man, and speak!
Upon a time, unhappy was the clock that struck the hour. It was in Rome. Oh, curse the mansion was at a feast. Our viands been poisoned. It is those I heaped ahead. The good postures. What should I say? He was too good to be where ill men were, and was the best of all amongst the rarest of good ones. Sitting sadly, hearing us praise our loves of Italy for beauty, that made bare the swell boast of him that best could speak.
Stand on fire, come to the matter.
Oh, I shall, thou must grieve quickly. This posthumous, almost like a noble lord in love, and one that had a royal lover. That is a picture, and not dispraising those who praise their uses call this virtue, by his tongue being made, and put a mind in it. Either outrage or act of kitchen trolls, or his description prove us unspeaking sots.
Nay, nay, to the purpose!
My daughter's chastity, there it begins. She spoke of her as Diana's hot dreams, and she alone recalled. But I, wretch, made scruple of his praise, and wagered him pieces of gold. It's this, which he then wore upon his honoured finger to obtain and suit the place of his bed by hers and mine adultery. He, true knight, no less sort of confident honour than I truly did find her, stakes this ring. Away post I to Britain this design. Well may you, sir, remember me at court when I was taught to be a chaste daughter, the less difference twixt amorous and villainous. Thus being quenched of hope, not longing, an Italian brain did gang your dull Britain operate, and for my advantage, excellent. And to be brief, my practice so prevailed that I returned with similar proof enough to make the noble Leonatus mad. By wounding his belief in her renown with tokens thus and thus, and Viewing notes of chamber hangings and pictures, and this is a bracelet. Oh, cunning how I got it. But nay, there's some odds of secret upon a person that could not but think of bond of chastity quite frank. I haven't taken the forfeit, whereupon methinks I see him now.
I so thou dost, Italian fiend! Guy me! Most credulous fool! Egregious murder! Thief! Anything that's due to village master being to come! Give me knife! Or cord! Or poison! Some upright justicer! Thou king, send out for tortures ingenious! It is I that the abhorrent thing fear to amend by being worse than they! I am Posthumus, that killed thy daughter! Villain like I lie, that caused a lesser thief than myself, a sacrilegious villain to do it. The temple of virtue was she, yea, and he himself. Spit and throw stones, cast mire on me, send it out to the street to bay me. Let every villain recalled Posthumus Leonatus and be worse than he. Oh, Queen, my wife, my life, heaven, Lord, heaven, who's ever play of this, thou scornful mage, that
My other way! Oh, Posthumus, you never killed Imogen till now!
Does the world go round?
They say it on me. It's my mistress.
This be so, the gods mean to strike me to death with
No, get thee from thy sight! Thou gavest me poison! Dangerous fellow, hence breathe not where princes are!
Lady, the gods throw stones of sulphur on me. The box that I gave you was not thought by me a precious thing. I had it from the Queen.
Look at it.
It poisoned me!
Oh, God!
I left out one thing which the Queen confessed, which must prove the honest. If Pisanio had, said she, given his mistress that confection which I gave her for cordial, she served as I would serve a rat.
What's this, Cornelius?
The Queen, sir, very often importuned me to temper poisons for her, still pretending satisfaction of knowledge only, in killing creatures vile as cats and dogs of no esteem. I, dreading that her purpose was of more danger, did compound for her certain stuffs, which being taken, would cease the present powers of life. But in short time, all offices of nature should again do their due function. Have you taken of it? Most like I did, for I was dead.
My boys, that was our error.
This is sure the day. Why did you throw your wedded lady from you? Think that you are upon a rock and now throw me again?
Hang there like fruit, my soul till the tree die.
Oh no, my flesh, my child. What makest thou me a dullet in this act? Wilt thou not speak to me?
Your blessings, sir.
Though you did love this youth, I blame ye not. You had motive for it.
My tears that fall prove holy water on thee. Imogen, thy mother's dead.
I'm sorry for it, my lord.
Well, she was not. And long averred it was that we meet here so strangely. But her son is gone. We know not how nor where.
Lord, now fears from me, I'll speak true. Lord Claughton, upon my lady's missing, came at me with sword drawn, foamed in the mouth, and swore if I discovered not which way she was gone, it was my instant death. By accident, I then had in my pocket a letter from my master, which directed him to seek her in the mountains near to Milford, where in a frenzy in my master's garments, which he imports for me, away he poked his unchaste purpose, and almost to violate my lady's honor. What became of him, I further know not.
Let me end the story. I slew him there.
Mary, the gods forfend! I would not thy good deed should from my lips pluck a hard sentence. Prithee, valiant youth, deny it again.
I spoke it and I did it.
He was a prince.
The most uncivil one. The wrongs he did me were nothing prince-like, for he did speak at me with language that would make me spurn the sea if it could so roar. I cut off his head, and I am right glad he is not here to tell the tale of mine.
I am sorry for thee. By thine own tongue thou art condemned, and must endure our laws. Thou art dead.
That headless man I thought had been my lord.
Find the offender and take him from our presence.
Stay, Sir King. This man is better than the man he slew, as well descended as thyself, and hath more of thee merited than any band of plot never had scar for. Let his arms alone. They were not born for bondage.
Why, old soldier, wilt thou undo the worth thou art unpaid for by tasting of our wrath? How of descent as good as we?
In that he spake too
And shalt die for it.
We will die all three, but I will prove that two of us are as good as I have given them out. My boys, for my own part, I must unfold a dangerous speech, though haply well for you.
Your danger's ours.
And our good his. Have at it then by leave. Thou king, thou hadst
a great subject who is called Belarius.
What of him? He is a banished traitor.
He it is that hath assumed this age indeed a banished man. I know not how a traitor.
Take him hence. The whole world shall not save him.
Not too hot. First pay me for the nursing of thy sons, then let it be confiscated also, soon as I perceived it.
Nursing of my sons?
I'm too blunt and saucy. Here is my need. Ere I rise, I shall prefer mine own sons. Spare not the old father. These young gentlemen that call me father and think they are mine, are none of mine. They are the issue of your loins, my liege, the blood of your beginning.
Oh, my issue?
So sure as you, your father's. I, old Morgan, and that Belarius, whom you sometimes banish. Your pleasure was my mere offense. My punishment in all the treason that I suffered was all the harm I did. These precious princes, for such and so they are, these 20 years have I trained up. Those arts they have as I could put into them. My breeding, sir, was as your highness knows. Their nurse Euryphile, whom for the theft I wedded, stole these children upon my banishment. I moved her to it, having received my punishment then for that which I did later. Beaten for loyalty excited me to treason. Their dear loss, the more 'twas felt of you, the more shaped unto my end of stealing them. Great sir, here are your sons again. And I must lose two of the sweetest companions in the world. May the benediction of these covering skies fall down on their heads like dew, for they are worthy to inlay heaven with stars.
Thou weepst and speakst. The service that you three have done is more unlike than this thou tellest. I lost my children. If these be they, I know not how to wish a pair of worthier sons.
Be pleased a while. This gentleman, my Polydor, most worthy prince, as yours is true Guiderius. And this gentleman, my Cadwell, our Viragus, your younger princely son.
What am I, a mother to the birth of three? Oh, never mother rejoice deliverance more. Blessed pray you be, that after this strange starting from your orbs, you may reign in them now. O Imogen, thou hast lost by this a kingdom.
No, my lord, I have got 2 worlds by it. You called me brother when I was your sister. You brothers when you were so indeed.
Did you ever meet?
Aye, my good lord. And loved at first meeting, continued so till we thought he died.
When the queen's dream was swallowed.
Oh, rare instinct! When shall I hear all through? This fierce abridgment hath to its circumstantial branches which distinction should be rich in. Where? How lived you? And when came you to serve our Roman captive? How parted from your brothers? How first met them? And why fled you from the court? And whither? These and your 3 motives to the battle, which I know not how much more should be demanded, and all other chance to chance. Nor the time nor place will serve our long interrogatories. See how Posthumous anchors upon Imogen, and she, like harmless lightning, throws her eye upon him, her brothers, me, her master hitting every object with a joy. The counterchange is severally in all. Let's quit these grounds and smoke the temple with our sacrifices. Thou art my brother. So will thee ever.
You are my father, too, and did relieve me to see this gracious season.
Oh, all overjoyed, save these in bonds. Let them be joyful too, for they shall taste our comfort.
My good master, I will yet do you service.
Happy be to you.
Forlorn soldier that so nobly fought, he would have well become this place and graced the thanking of a king.
I am, sir, the soldier that did accompany these 3 for the seeming. 'Twas the fitment for the purpose I then followed. That I was he, Iachimos, speak. I had you down and like as made you finish.
I am down again, but now my heavy conscience sinks my knee as then your force did. Take that life, beseech you, that I so often owe.
Kneel not to me. The power that I have on you is to spare you. The malice towards you to forgive you. Live. And deal with others better.
Nobly doomed. We'll learn our freeness of a son-in-law. Pardons the word to all.
You hope us, sir, as you did mean indeed to be our brother. Joyed are we that you are.
Your servant, princess. Good my lord of Rome, call forth your soothsayer. I dream. Meanwhile, great Jupiter on his eagle back appeared, along with other sprightly shows of my own kindred.
this label, the containing of which is so far from sense and hardness, I can make no collection of it. Let him show his skill in reconstruction.
The harmony. Good Lord. Read and declare the meaning.
When, as a lion's whelp shall, to himself unknown, without seeking find, and be embraced by a piece of tender air, and when from a stately cedar shall be lopped branches which, being dead many years, shall after revive, be jointed to the old stock and freshly grow, then shall Posthumus end his miseries, Britain be fortunate and flourish in peace and plenty.
My peace we will begin, and Caius Lucius, although the victor, we will submit to Caesar and to the Roman Empire, promising to pay our wonted tribute, from the which we were dissuaded by our wicked queen, whom heaven's injustice both on her and hers have laid most heavy hand.
The fingers of the powers above do through the harmony of this peace. The vision which I made known to Lucius ere the stroke of this yet scarce battle is at this instant full accomplished. For the Roman eagle from south to west and wing soaring aloft, lessened herself in the beams of the sun so vanished, which foreshadowed our princely eagle, the imperial Caesar, should again unite his favor with the radiant Cymbeline which shines here in the west.
Laud we the gods! Let our crooked smokes climb to their nostrils from our blessed altars. Publish we this peace to all our subjects. Set we forward, so that a Roman and a British ensign wave friendly together. So through Lud's town march, and in the temple of great Jupiter, our peace will ratify. Seal it with feast. Set arm there! Never was a war did cease, ere bloody hands were washed,